Alright guys, so it's 5 in the morning and it's beautiful out and my allergies are crazy and I obviously don't have makeup on. But I said I was going to start this and I'm sorry I'm starting it late. However, I'm going to do something different this month. I'm going to put up a video every week of the Taroscopes for the whole month. And with this video it's going to be Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. And it is going to be the pit and the peak and advice. And it's going to be from July 3rd until, through July 9th. And then next week I'll do another. So we'll start with Aries. For Aries, your pit is the Magician. So you may be feeling right now like your plans are just not playing out the way you wanted them to. This card is telling you you are not using your talents. You're not using all the tools that you have. There may be something that you overlooked, a different angle, a different perspective that you can use to tackle this situation that you've been wanting to get over the hump of something. It's also telling you to reconnect with your spirituality. You may have gotten stuck in the mundane issues of the world and not really paid attention. And I'm an Aries, and this definitely happened. And, spirits are not happy with you that you've been ignoring them for the past 2-3 weeks. So get back into things, get back into your practice, get back into balance. Focus on your heart chakra and being in nature and being around green and, take care of your body and look at what you're putting into it and that kind of stuff. That is your pit. Your peak is actually the moon. And this has been coming up a lot for me on my daily pulls. So basically there is some type of truth that is going to be unveiled. Something you may uncover about a situation you may have felt confused about, or like you didn't have enough information, or something that really didn't make sense. Now you'll be able to put the pieces together. This will kind of finally help you close a chapter. And wow, there are so many birds. Sorry. This will help you close a chapter and kind of just like realize the things going on, but you're going to have to pay attention. This isn't going to be something to slap you in the face. You're going to have to really look, keep your ears open, keep your eyes open, and you'll be able to put two and two together without anyone trying to come and, open a book for you to read it so obviously. It's going to be something that your intuition's going to tell you. You're just kind of going to feel it when you talk to someone or when you hear something or even see something that, you get a feeling about. There's your sign that you've been looking for. Your advice for the week is interesting. You got the veil. And I can relate to this. So it's basically you're being unveiled. You can finally see what's in front of you and what's going on. If you do have family that has passed over, your ancestors are around you, they are with you, and you are being protected, and the universe is guiding you and trying to help you into this next phase of your life. It is always trying to aid you, so kind of now is definitely the time to pay attention this week to signs, any messages you may feel. The world you may want one thing, but the world is kind of pushing you to another path or to try something different. That might be your sign to just kind of go with it and see what happens. Why not? Alright, so next we have Taurus. So Taurus is having a little bit too much fun. So for your pit, you have the Three of Cups. So you may be socializing a little bit too much. You may be falling into your vices a little bit too much, meaning drinking, smoking, if you do drugs, if you, whatever it is that you do too much of already, that might be hyped up times like 100 this week. So kind of focus on balancing that, don't go to every social event just because you're invited. You don't have to be at every party. You're not going to miss anything. And you have to kind of realize, like, you don't have to be the life of the party at every event. You know, you could just go and have a good time and not feel the pressure of having to keep up this facade. So focus on that. And for your peak, this might not seem like a good card, but it is. For your peak, you got the Five of Swords. So this may be a lot of things. This can be that you're kind of avoiding conflict just for the sake of fitting in, or, you know, kind of just not wanting to have an issue. However, you might also be abandoning old struggles that you deal with. You may be self-conscious. You may, you know, have this way of thinking that has always been on your shoulders. There might be some final form of acceptance for you that will be from within and finally give you a bit of rest. It will kind of, this is kind of playing off of the other one, it will finally let you have some peace within yourself and not feel like you're always up against a struggle, which if you've been feeling that way for a while, this will alleviate that. And it will be, again, off of your intuition and just your instincts, because there's so many wolves in this, so it's definitely your instincts that is going to finally let you just let go of shit and move on and realize you don't have to carry this the whole summer, the rest of your life. This is not something you deserve to deal with. Your advice is pretty cool. You got the Black Cat, which basically is saying you have a lot of luck on your side right now. So take advantage of any opportunities this week, anything that you've been wanting to try, you've been wanting to do. You might see that synchronicities might be on your side this week. Things might just start happening kind of easier, which will be a good help for you. Next we have Gemini. So Gemini, for your pit, you have the Six of Coins. This is basically saying that someone is a little stingy with money around you. If you're going to purchase something big this week, I would recommend don't, because you might be ripped off. It might be as simple as something like, oh, I'm purchasing this camera this week, and then next week you find out it's like 50% off. Or it might be someone trying to sell you something that is not worth what they're telling you it's worth. And next we move on to your peak. And your peak this month is the Page of Wands. So there might be some unexpected good news coming your way. It might be as simple as a meaningful conversation with someone that you haven't talked to in a while. It may be something as, like, it's just good gossip in the workplace about you, good word to mouth. There may be someone who is giving you a really good recommendation, a good testimony, something that may boost your confidence in the workplace or on a project that you've been very enthusiastic about. What else? So if there is a project you're working on, there may be also, if you're eager to take on more responsibility, and if that's something that you've been wanting, that definitely is something that is going to happen this week. So you may be getting a taste of something that you've been waiting for, to do more, to get out there more, or for more opportunities, or for you to do your hobby a little bit more than normal. That definitely will come up. So your advice, Gemini, is Night Song. So what this card is trying to tell you is that you have a lot of gifts and talents that you have been suppressing. You haven't really been using them to the best of your ability. You haven't been reaching your potential. And with this card, it's basically going to tell you, like, now the universe is kind of going to force you to want to do these things a little bit more than often. You may find yourself feeling the urge to do so and so. So if you're a painter, you may find yourself coming across some really awesome paint that you might get inspired to do, you know, and it might inspire you to do a painting. It might inspire you to really take the steps to start creating something that you've been maybe suppressing for a little while. So this is definitely saying whatever your talents are, whatever your hobbies are that you've been ignoring, now is not the time to ignore them. Start picking it up. It'll be good for you. And finally, for this video, we have Cancer. So Cancer, for your pit, this is going to be kind of like a simple read. For your pit, you have the Eight of Cups. So you may be feeling it is definitely time to move on from something. I have a feeling it has to do with a job. If you've been feeling stuck, or just like, you know, you've done all you can do, or there's nothing more you can offer, or, you know, I'm kind of too good for this position now in life, it's time for me to take on some more challenges. This is definitely supporting that. If it is a relationship, it definitely is time to move on. This is no longer helping you, and continuing will only waste your time and theirs. So if there is some type of talking to someone, or relationship, or long-term relationship that you just find you're not really going anywhere together, and you're kind of bored, or, you know, it may not be a good relationship to stay in. It's a very emotional decision, but, you know, leaving those things behind and moving on, you may feel you regret it because there's more you could have done, but there's not more that you could have done. It might be a painful transition, but it's a necessary one. If that did have to do with a job, your peak is the Ace of Pentacles, meaning a new job, a new form of income. There may be a new stability for you, a new routine, something that is going to give you a lot of enthusiasm, and you may feel grounded within it. You're going to feel safe. It's not going to be this scary thing that is going to make you feel like you're out of your element. You're definitely going to be okay in whatever is coming your way. And your advice for the week, you got the Hearth card. So what this card is trying to tell you is to take a look at your relationships as far as family goes. You know, make them a priority this week. Any kind of conflicts or things that you've been worried about, or maybe things that you are a little off with your family members that normally wouldn't be, that have caused a little bit of conflict. This is basically saying it's the green light to address them, to talk about them, and it's not going to be a big issue or problem or fight. It's going to be resolved. And if you have family members that are away on vacation or traveling that you may be worried about, know that they are protected, and that, you know, nothing's going to happen to them. They're going to be fine. So whatever these worries that you have are, just kind of like let them go, and don't use it as a crutch to hide the issues you're dealing with. You know, just focus on your relationships and making sure that they're where you want them to be, because you may have gotten in the routine of, I have to worry about my job, I have to worry about my money, I have to worry about this, and you're dealing with emotional stuff, and you know, there's a lot going on. But prioritize things this week and take it day by day and decision by decision. Don't overwhelm yourself. So that was Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. I hope you guys liked it. I'm going to finish up the rest of the videos, and we'll do this every week. Thanks for watching.